We have arrived at the Sweetgrass Canadian border. Hello.
Morning.
Thank you.
Yourself in there?
Just me and my dog.
Alright, where do you live?
I live in my RV. I'm all over the place, but my permanent address is in Livingston, Texas.
Alright, where are you headed to?
Alaska. I bet you get a lot of that lately.
Oh, we do. Anything you're planning to leave in Canada?
Anything I plan to leave?
Yeah, in Canada.
Nope.
Any alcohol or tobacco?
Nope.
Firearms or weapons?
No, sir.
Alright, have a safe trip.
Thank you. Take care. Alrighty, we're through. That was easy. There was a sign, by the way, that says everybody must declare any cannabis, because it's some areas, you know, in the States, it is legal, and so even though it's legal, I believe in Canada, I think in all of Canada, federally in the United States it is not legal, so I'm sure that's part of the reason, and probably also some kind of laws having to do with bringing substances like that across a border and declaring all of that stuff. So anyways, all right. Oh look, it says welcome to Alberta. One thing I love about Anytime Fitness is that they are even in Canada. So I found an Anytime Fitness over here and took a shower, did my hair, put on a little makeup. I feel clean. It's over in this building. It's actually kind of right around the corner, but one thing that I love about also the Anytime Fitnesses is not only are they global, but the showers are amazing. You get your own shower stall. It's not like a locker room style. It's more like a bathroom at your home. You get a sink, a toilet, a shower, sometimes a little changing area. It's really nice. And like hooks and stuff to hang your towels and your toiletries and everything on. So it's really, really nice. And some of them too also have the handicap bench seat in it if you need something like that. So that's always a plus too. But yeah, it was really nice. So, all right, it is 3:20 and I am off to find something to eat. I'm starving. So I'm gonna stay at Cabela's tonight. There's a Canadian Tire right next door to it. And Canadian Tire, if you don't know this, has really good internet Wi-Fi that you can get from the parking lot. So we're gonna do that since I don't have a good internet connection with my hotspots. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, see you on the road. So today was an amazing day, actually crossing the border. I feel like it's been a long time coming because the last several months I've been getting everything prepared for the van. All my van mods that I did in California, all the way from Southern California to Northern California. And I'll post the link right over here that shows all of the van mods that I did in order to get prepared. I did the grill guard, I did some under hood stuff, and I also made sure that I got a spare tire because I am going to Alaska. Like, you never know what can happen. And there's some areas of Canada that you just don't have cell service in, and so I don't necessarily think that I can actually change the tire. I probably should figure that out, but I haven't. When I came into Alberta, Canada, I had heard about how bad the gas prices are. Now maybe they're gonna get worse as I get further north, but it wasn't too bad at the one place that I stopped at. So this was in, I have my receipt here. This was in Claresholm, Alberta, not too far from the border, maybe 45 minutes from the US border, Canadian border, and it was a total of $66.87. It was $1.16 per liter, and the $66.87 is Canadian dollars, by the way. I figured it all out. I did the conversion. So there's 3.79 liters to 1 gallon. So there's 15.22 gallons. I had a total of almost 58 liters. It was $1.15 per liter Canadian. All that said, say that it came out to a total of $49.82 USD. The Canadian dollar is trading at about $1.34 right now. And that came out to $3.27 per gallon. Now, that's not really bad, actually. There's places in California that were worse than that. So I was pleased with that. So we'll see how it gets as we move further north. I have a feeling it's going to get a little worse. And, you know, I'm going to be interested to see what it's like in Alaska, because Alaska, of course, there's tons of oil up there, and I believe there's quite a few refineries. So it'll be interesting to see how much the gas prices are there. But anyway, so that's that. Now that I'm in Canada, I actually need to start planning my trip. So I have the milepost. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. This is the 2019 version. They come out with this every year. I don't know how much it changes. I can't imagine that it changes that much from year to year, except maybe the advertisement in here, because there's a lot of ads for like places to go and things to do and stuff. So, but it's pretty comprehensive, and you can get this online too. But the purpose, I think, is that there's a lot of places, you know, you don't have cell service, and it's better to have something like a book, right, to plan everything out. And, you know, if I had someone here with me, they could, you know, look at this while I was driving, or vice versa. Unfortunately, I don't have that, so I have to kind of do it on my own ahead of time. So I'm gonna start planning this out, and I know you guys have some places that people have already told me about, like on my Facebook page, that they would like for me to go to. So leave me a comment below if there's any other place that you want me to go, things that you want me to visit. So I'm thinking about doing a water cruise, just a small little day one, and one of the float planes. I think that's what they're called, a float plane. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to show you guys what I'm seeing too. So one of the other things about going through Canada as far as cell service is concerned is that neither of my hotspots work here. I have an AT&T hotspot, and I have the Verizon prepaid that's grandfathered in now. That plan is no longer available. Neither of those work in Canada, and if I want to pay for the Verizon one to work in Canada, I can. There's an international charge. But I still have my old postpaid Verizon account that's like 20 bucks a month that's attached to my cell phone bill. And I haven't canceled that yet for some reason. So good thing I didn't, because I can use it here. Now I am capped at half a gig a day. So I won't be using the internet a lot here in Canada, but there's a ton of places that you can go and like hook onto free Wi-Fi. Like I'm right next to Canadian Tire, so I actually get a good Wi-Fi signal from them. And there's all kinds of places around Home Depots like that too. But there's gonna be places when I get up into Canada, Yukon, where there's just no cell service. So it doesn't matter if you have a Canadian SIM card or a US SIM card, it's just not gonna work. Well, this is home for tonight. We're at Cabela's. So interestingly, there's also a Canadian Tire right here, and it's just on the other side of the fence. And what's good about that is they have free Wi-Fi, and it comes in really strong. And I'm parked over here in the RV spots for Cabela's. They actually have a designated spot, and they also have, come on Lily, we've got Lily on the leash over here. They also have a dump station, which is just right over here, and you can dump for free. And I think, let's go check and see if they have potable water. Let me see. Hi Lily. Well, they do have potable water, but it says out of order. But here is their dump area. Lily, stay over here. Which looks to have a lock on it. That's interesting. So I guess I will not be dumping my tank over here. It's kind of weird that they have a lock. Okay, I gotta turn around here because Lily's getting all messed up. Yeah, no dumping the tanks over here apparently. Usually that's not the case. I've been at several Cabela's, and they have free rinse water, free potable water, and free dump. Well, it's not always free. I take that back. Sometimes they do charge you. There's a little machine that you just pay with a credit card. Oh, and make sure you comment below if there's some places that you want me to go while I'm here in Alaska, or not here, but when I go to Alaska. If there's some places that you think I should go or you want to see, let me know. I think I'm actually going to do like a float plane or something and go around Denali National Park. I mean, they're kind of prevalent around there. So we'll see. There's so much to do there. I'm so excited. But anyways, leave me a comment below and let me know. All right, I'll see you on the road, guys. Bye.